record this.
Yeah.
That's fine to me. And then at that point, yes, we need to take their possessions. And I guess the dicey question is, would we have legal right at that point to run the gun? Probably, to match the casings on scene.
Well, you running the gun is fine because that's taken as evidence of the first scene.
Yes, of
or like
course.
that, just because you have RS and you can run a legal firearm regardless. And if it's evidence in an incident, and it just happened to come back to 3 times attempted murder of a government employee from literally 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
or
that
2 hours
sucks.
previous. Yeah, is a whole thing. But yeah, so he got charged with 3 times attempted murder of a government employee, and he's gonna appeal it on the docket. Now,
I wish him
I don't
best.
think it should have taken 4 hours to get there. I wasn't the arresting officer. I was just watching the interrogation and
bashing your head against the wall.
Yeah, I was trying to provide guidance.
Okay, are you?
For the,
are you shift 3 or are you shift 2? You're
shift 2.
Fuck.
I still a cadet, but Maple said I'm like almost a PPO. I did a really long shift today.
I want to ride with you at some point. Fuck, man.
I mean, we can.
I was with McQuillan, and we need to schedule it. Let me. I'll okay.
I'll be real. I'm probably.
having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
I'm gonna get. Huh?
I can't English. I can't talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna get promoted to PPO soon. I think so.
Well, if that happens, then we can absolutely ride.
Yeah, I mean, Maple said he thought I was like pretty much there. He just wanted to see me like process someone or something. I don't know, but I've done more than that today. I've done so much today. Interrogation. Goddamn legal reasoning. I don't know why they kept asking me legal questions. It's the whole thing. There's a lot.
They're probably keeping you on your toes because you're
I guess so.
You're a cadet.
Yeah, McNulty went to sleep and he's like, "You got their back, right?" Like, what do you mean? He's like, if it goes to court. I'm like, are you serious?
There's no way he. Please tell me that's fake.
Hi.
Hello.
I mean, that was basically what he said.
Oh my god. He asked the cadet for help.
No, he's just because he was going 42, so he's like, "You got their back if it goes to court."
God damn. Well,
I was like, I guess so. Yeah, I'm trying to get PPO. I mean, I be real. I pretty much know, like, I think I know as much or more than other PPOs. I'm just waiting to get. I know. So I've been around more consistently. This is my second day in a row being around.
It's good to see you, man. Also, unironically, do you think I was gonna look like this? I'll talk about the Suarez thing in a minute.
No.
What'd you think I look like?
I didn't really know. I didn't really have an idea of what anyone was gonna look like. Eric looked different than I thought he would.
Yeah, he's like chewing tobacco if it had feet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, we'll go to the meeting. We'll touch base after and and go from there.
Yeah, sounds good.
The Suarez situation, from what I just got told, I was not there, and neither was Loki. He was there for the aftermath. If we had RS to question based on the fact that he admitted to shooting, and I mean, yeah, it sucks for it does suck for Rem. I'm not doubting that, right? But look at it optimistically, right? I think the real takeaway here isn't the fact that Suarez got arrested. It isn't the fact that the system is whatever. I think the problem is that we shouldn't be spending 4 hours in interrogation every time someone shoots a gun. I feel like this happens so much, and then you talk to cops after, hey, how did your interrogation go? And what just happened with Loki is the same conversation with everybody that's in interrogation. It's always it's always like, ugh, I just went through the worst
Never
fucking
mind, that's my own question.
4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, Coyote's on duty, but I don't see him. I couldn't see him on the I just clocked on.
I believe he's still processing.
You know it's coming back hot.
Did we tell you about that time where like he was around in shift 3 but running around in VR and
Okay,
questioning what
Stilts,
the fuck
I'm
he was doing?
gonna explain this.
Yeah, and then he ran me through his thought process, which arguably was fantastic. But I was like, brother, you're a cadet.
Here's the thing. Me, who was not there. So before people dogpile me, I wasn't there. Standing your ground. A person can use force to defend themselves or associates in their vicinity when they actually and reasonably believe that they're in danger of serious bodily harm or death. However, a person is required to take reasonable steps, such as verbal warnings, or brandishing your firearm, or walking away, that are consistent with the person's own safety to try and avoid the necessity of taking someone's lives. As soon as imminent danger has passed, persons are required to inform authorities of what transpired. If officers could not prove stand your ground, then an investigation needs to happen to get both sides of the story. And because a legal firearm is involved, to move him to MRPD. He claimed to shoot, casings on scene. You search him, GSR test him. He has gun. You frisk him, bulge. You get the gun. You run the gun to confirm that the casings that are on scene come back to that gun. In the process of doing that, another incident with that gun from 2 hours prior pops up. That sucks. He legit stood his ground and got fucked for it. Should have just shot down and not defended himself. The problem, though, is you're coming at me about that. Here's the really cute, beautiful thing about roleplay. This is a really, really cool thing about roleplay. You know that. You know who doesn't know that? Every officer that wasn't watching Rem's stream. If officers can't prove it, even if he did everything right, people get... People unfortunately get dealt a bad hand in roleplay because we don't have the full story, right? He was still running around with a hot gun. I mean, that, like... I feel bad. I love Rem. And I love Suarez. I really do. And I think that the swap that he did with everything, I mean, he's doing fucking great. I'm really happy for Rem. But in that circumstance, officers had every reason, if they couldn't prove it, to interrogate, search, run, and question Suarez. Yeah, no, I mean, killed. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying, in hindsight to what the officers are able to articulate, technically, it sounds like the PD didn't do much wrong. But again, I wasn't there. I wasn't there at all. But yeah, no, I don't see there being like too much.
If you find somebody with a gun in custody, you run it. Very, very important for you to do so. That is definitely disciplinary action. So please run guns.
You got guns.
And make sure.
No, still, you're good. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. I'm not.
For reports of them being
I'm just putting my foot down. I'm not mad at you. I'm not.
Does anybody else
You're good,
have
brother.
anything they'd like to talk about?
I do.
Go ahead.
Hey, yo, gang.
Oi!
Hey, guys. If a suspect is on scene, let's say, a civilian with a registered firearm and a license, and they're GSR positive, can you legally run that gun?
Yes.
Yes.
Does anybody think otherwise? Can anybody try articulate why we can't?
I think it's pretty easy to articulate why you can.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. Yes, it is.
if there's casings on a scene and he's GSR positive,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and
Just wanted to clarify that.
yeah.
Yes.
Just so there's
Anyone
no.
who's GSR positive with a gun would
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
sounds like
nope.
there's a situation.
It sounds like something happened.
There was, but that's the gist of it. Just I made a call and I got some pushback. A
Oh.
lot of pushback.
Oh.
But-
okay.
Okay, just is there any questions? Just
No.
don't fucking ask any. 'Cause run the gun. If they're down on the ground, GSR negative. You know, there's no casings, but you know, you can pat them down and be like, "Oh, there's a firearm. I'm just gonna remove that for the time being." I don't really have much reason to run a gun if I don't think they fired it. You know? All right, guys.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I got it,
Actually,
yeah.
I was actually gonna mention that. So in that case, pat him down, search him, take the gun, and then
Well,
return it to them. Like if it's legally
well,
theirs.
I mean, look, you don't want someone armed on a scene, regardless if it's a
Right.
civilian or not, right?
Right.
But my brain would be like, I need to have a solid reason to actually believe that this gun was discharged. But if it's just on someone, we disarm people on scene, even
Yeah.
if they're a suspect or not. And then we'll be like, all right, here's your gun back. Wasn't used in the crime. Bye bye.
I mean, here's the. I'm not gonna stand on this for more than probably 30 seconds. But the reality is, you look at stand your ground, and you look at the situation at hand, right? If it's a civilian with a firearm, and it's a legal firearm, the question you ask is, did they follow stand your ground? You need another side of the story. Okay, great. Are there casings on scene? Are there calls for shots fired? If you have some articulable reason, you have every right to confirm that that's what happened on scene.
Well, so here's my question, right? In a case where you have somebody who's down on scene, they're GSR negative, but there was obviously a shootout in the area because there's other people down on scene that were all shot and they're all GSR positive.
Are you guys? Can you pat them?
Yeah, because
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
I mean,
They're on scene of a shots fired call.
yeah, I guess that's fair.
They could still be presently armed, and they're on scene of a shots fired.
Just
Yeah,
means
check
they
that.
got clapped before they could clap anybody else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plus, it sort of helps you just narrow down like who's a victim or not. You still pat them down. You got full reasonable suspicion. They're on scene of a shots fired. Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
You're looking so good. Holy shit, the ball
What
fits
the-
you well.
Hi, sir.
Corwood, I say this with the utmost respect. You look like a testicle.
You really do, but I'll be honest. You're pulling off to look better than me. God damn.
It looks like Vin Diesel let himself go.
Oh my.
That's a great.
Okay. Stop looking at me. You're freaking me out.
Oh, shit, I got stuck in a damn explosion. My hair burned off.
Oh,
my
what
God,
happened?
I'm so sorry, sir.
I don't know. I didn't even see what happened. Somebody said that somebody.
I
hit
went
it or
back to
something.
look
so
and there
we
was
can
nothing
all
on scene.
hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you yell as well, Corner? We can't hear you.
No, I
Oh, sorry.
cannot yell.
Holy
Oh God!
shit.
Why?
Look at my man go.
Oh my God.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
If there's any Europeans in the room, he looks like the same cunt sitting inside of a pub who smashes pints and talks about. And
You're talking about the rugby match.
hey, he looks like a proper British fucking geezer. Fucking bosh. Like, I swear I've seen this exact cunt in a Manchester jersey just
I was
sitting
gonna
at a
say
bar.
Arsenal
Yeah,
jersey,
complaining
doesn't it?
about Harry Maguire or some shit.
That looks like the most British man. Again, don't want to insult you.
Yo,
You're, you know,
do
very...
not say that to me, okay? You're about to piss me off.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I do not want to hear that.
Sorry. Sorry. I know you'll reach on that. You're good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sort of I wanted to touch base on that. I don't really have much other to talk about. Anything they want to talk about?
I have a bit when we have a moment.
A bit. Well, does anything have anything, you know, a little more on the job side of things?
Did we? I was out of the room for 2 minutes. Did we talk about the dash cam thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
put
Okay,
dash cams in
okay.
your car. End of story.
Cool.
That's kind of it.
You're not allowed to put dash cams inside of
Do not.
a criminal's car whenever their car is
Even
stopped.
if it's freaking hilarious.
What?
That's
Yeah, don't do
fucking-
that.
What?
That is really funny.
even if like, you know, hypothetically you put it in their car and then text them where they are every couple of minutes to freak them out.
Listen, do you know how funny it would be to just like hold up somebody outside of a money run, slide in their car, and
Not
throw a
that-
dash cam, and then just tell them that they
Not
got
that
caught
I've done that.
red-handed?
Not,
McNulty?
not that I've done that.
Who McNulty? Who?
I'm
It's
telling you.
like
Whose
real,
day did you
like,
ruin?
probably like hiding in the trunk of a car.
was
Look,
gonna
all
say
I'm
that, yeah,
saying
I was gonna
is
say that,
30
yeah.
days. It's outside of statute of limitations. Doesn't matter. Wait, the statute of limitations
Apply
stand up against.
internally?
They don't apply against
Internally?
DAPs. No, I already
They
experienced that.
don't.
I've definitely been
Shit.
DAP for something I did for over 30 days.
Well, they can't prove I put it in that car.
Okay.
I feel like
I
you
mean,
kind of
he
admitted
put
to
it in that car. He put it in that car. Look, and all I'm saying is hypothetically, you know, it'd be freaking hilarious if, you know, next laundromat you slide a dash cam into their car, let him go, and then just chase him from afar.
Wow, that's smart.
You wait till they go to their house and
That's
put away all the
proactive
stuff.
policing. What
and
is
then you
illegal
raid
about
them.
that? Tell
Perfect
me,
for raid.
anybody, why that's illegal. Anybody.
And then when you catch them, you just tell them we had Air 1 the entire time.
Yes.
I mean,
Tell-
shit.
Tell me
You know what we
about
should do?
putting a camera inside of a stolen car about to be used for the commission of a crime is illegal. Any lawyers? Siobhan?
Hey, I mean, that car was flagged 1060.
Let's say
Oh,
a stolen
my
car
Lord.
about to be used for a laundromat. I sneak a dash cam in to their stolen car that's about to be used for a crime. Is that illegal? I think that's proactive policing.
It's not illegal.
No one
Yeah,
will
I
ever
mean,
do
shit,
crime
you know,
again.
You know what's
Hey, I
real
got the
proactive?
lawyer stuff, guys. We're greenlit.
Oh
Hey,
man,
I
there
just-
seems to be a loophole in the law right now.
You know what's gonna happen? 3 weeks from
what?
now, 3 weeks from now, all of our cameras are gonna be on back order.
I'm gonna.
Hey,
I'm about to buy 40
hey,
of them. They're going in the fucking.
hey, knowing this place, that storm's about to hit real hard, and they're gonna be gone now.
Wait, isn't
Hey,
there
and the storm's gonna bring in more Glockatrons while we're at it.
You were saying, Siobhan?
There is legislation regarding recording,
Ooh.
but
Okay, but what if it's
not
part of an
recording, it's
ongoing
just
crime?
Like a live thing for you know what
But
I would love to see? I would love to see somebody actually like write up a surveillance. warrant
Technically
for that
speaking,
purpose.
it's not being
Huh?
recorded. It's just live.
There's nothing against
And the way the
life.
No,
legislation
are we
is
gonna need
between
live
two
streaming
people
rules?
All
having
I'm doing
conversations.
is I'm doing a
yeah.
live documentation of the chase.
It's live PD, right? It's
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's
just
from the
for
other
cops
side.
to show.
It's
because
cops,
I
the
tried
show,
to
yeah.
see in a stolen vehicle.
I mean,
Jaeger and TJ Walker executed our commissioner on a live stream, and they got.
Oh, they
charged
did do
for it.
that.
What?
They
That's
did
true.
do
They
that.
did.
The
It did
legislation
happen.
states
They
that
did
private
that.
conversations are subject to affirmative disclosure, not random people in a car. I guess if it's not a conversation, it's just one person, then you're fine.
Good. You
yeah,
go.
yes,
We could
but
just mute
but
the audio.
Sure.
You know, it'd be-
yeah. that right there, that's good policing. Hell yeah, McQuillan. Be honest, it's not against the law. I just slapped that shit on mute.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
the thing
God.
is, like,
Could
it's
you
an ongoing
imagine?
crime. Like, what's private about the conversations of an ongoing crime if they're driving away from officers? I feel like this is one of those things where I'm gonna try it out just to see what happens.
Oh.
Argument in court.
Luke.
Yeah, bench trial the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can you call me if that happens? I want to be there for that.
Well, where I lose my job? You mean
Yeah,
where
was
I
gonna
am
say,
going to
you
be
have fun with
fired
that
from
one,
the
then, won't
LSPD?
they?
I mean, how would
Hey
they
guys,
know?
won the case, lost my job. All right, yeah, you're gonna head up there. Do your bit.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I have some liaison
Alright.
stuff after this.
I have 3 new movie screenshots for you guys to guess. Are we ready?
What is this? What's happening?
I
screenshot?
put up a screenshot of a movie, and you have to guess what movie it is. I can give you hints if it's too hard, but I have 3 we're gonna do.
Okay.
It's the first one.
What do I win?
Fuck, I haven't seen a lot of movies.
Oh, that's right. I think our food's here.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
right.
Can anyone
Green
tell
Mile.
me what movie? Nope, not Green Mile.
The Brown Mile.
8
8
Mile.
Mile.
Nope.
Oh.
8
Mile High
Mile.
Club.
There we go.
Space
8
Jam.
Mile.
Wait, that was actually right.
Space
Not
Jam.
Space Jam, Cornwood.
What
I don't
scene?
remember that
Space
scene.
Jam.
What scene out of Space Jam is this?
When the Monstars suck the soul out of the
Okay.
aliens.
All right, the next one is.
I don't even know.
1,000 Leagues Under the
guess?
Sea.
Mm-mm.
It's 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
No, it's not.
That's a
Parody of 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
I'll tell you, you're in the right vein.
Eugene Zuckerberg with an apple.
Oh my god. No, I don't think.
That documentary about the whale.
All right, I'm gonna give you a hint.
Is it
Director is Wes Anderson.
Oh shit! It's Inglorious Bastards.
No. No. Coinward, we did Inglourious Bastards yesterday.
Oh shit!
Okay. Wes Anderson.
I don't fucking know movies.
This looks like fuck. I don't know. I can't think of a Wes Anderson.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Life Aquatic?
Life Aquatic, Wes Anderson. She
Oh,
got
no.
it.
Free
No.
Willy.
That's what I said.
No.
Oh,
guys,
Wait,
it's
what is
not Free
aquatic?
Willy. No, it's a
What?
movie called Life Aquatic.
it's a
by
brand
Wes
of water.
Anderson.
I'm pretty sure.
No, that's
It's
that's
on-
Aquafina.
Oh right.
That-
That's
wait,
what
Wait,
it's
where
called.
does
I
the
was-
quad
one
come
last-
in?
I thought Aquafina was the dolphin from BoJack Horseman.
It might as well be. That water
Maybe
is
both.
fucking terrible.
Alright, I got one more.
I'm pretty good with movies, but oh my god, this
Oh,
Is
is
Trouble
it
in
Rush
Little
Hour
Chinatown?
2?
Alright, everyone shout it at once. Let's try again.
Isn't that Big Trouble in Little Chinatown?
It is Big Trouble in Little China. There you
Done.
go. I'll leave that up for you.
It's,
there.
everyone went quiet when I said that. Like what I said was really offensive.
no, that's the
That's
title of the
the
movie.
name of the movie, everyone. That is
It's
the
fine.
name of the
That's
movie.
the name of it, guys.
No, I was taken back.
I
by
just
Rush
would
Hour
like to
2,
be
sorry.
clear. This movie was
Who
made in
said Rush Hour 2?
Who do you think said
1997.
Rush Hour 2?
Who the fuck do you think said that?
This movie was made in 1997, so let's just keep that in mind. You know,
Was
it's
this Big Trouble in Little China?
prob-
Yeah,
yes.
that's what it- yeah.
Yeah, China's much bigger now.
Actually,
Right? Is
wow. No.
Oh, I
they
think
actually
it's
got
been the same
smaller.
site. Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Because they let all those little countries.
Can we change the back picture for this?
I'm putting it back on.
That's a great picture.
I'm
right.
putting it back on Life Aquatic.
Rumor Tess McNulty got caught. Man got fucked over.
This makes me want to do the quote of the day
There
again.
you go. That's a perfect background for you, Cornwood.
Oh,
Look at
no,
that.
that's not-
Thank
There
you.
you go. Perfect background for you.
Okay. Wait, am I on?
Oh my god, dude.
Anyway. So. PD liaison shit. Today's city council meeting was much, much faster than the other ones, which is great. But we do still have a few things we talked about. We got a couple updated charges. A lot of people have asked. A lot of people have asked.
1986 for which movie?
The robbery of a financial institution, about the charge, how it's applied, looking at my clipboard, where'd it go?
The stacking in terms.
Well, you're
of
not holding
kidnapping and all
anything,
that.
so I imagine not in your hands.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's see. Where the hell did it go?
Does Rose get caught? I guess so.
Yeah, it's the charge for robbery of a financial institution. The definition was changed to where it is an outright blanket charge that covers everything except for the possession of firearms or the possession of any sort of contraband, like drug paraphernalia. Like if they just happen to have drugs on them or whatever, right? Any other type of possession charge.
Oh,
Wait,
nice.
repeat that, Sardi?
I'll read it. You want me to read it out?
Yeah, here, I'll put it on the board.
So put it on the board, yeah. It was changed, so now it says any person who forcibly removes or enters and remains in an attempt to steal
What's up,
anything
Mac?
of
How you
value
been?
in the care, custody,
That's the
control,
wrong one.
management, or possession of financial institution. This charge will encompass any charges that occur as part of the robbery, except for the possession of firearms
God,
or
Cornwood.
possession of contraband, drugs, etc.
Oh, okay.
The use of a firearm will not be included in this umbrella, nor any actual committed violence.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's no question about things like kidnapping, unlawful imprisonment, reckless evading, joyriding, shit like that. It's all encompassing.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah, that's basically it. It's a lot easier to understand now. So hopefully that helps. Chief Justice Crane, I asked him about this and he was like, "What?" And then he changed it. So, I said, "Look, this is just if people have a problem with it, maybe we just change it." And he did. So thanks to Chief Justice Crane for that.
That's
The next one. This is something that I felt very strongly about, particularly whenever I was lawyering, and a lot of people have brought this up. You know how if somebody has an illegal hunting rifle, what is the charge?
Criminal possession.
Right now?
There is now a specific charge for it that is no longer criminal possession of a class 1.
Why
Okay,
is the
because a
girl
lot
from
of
the
people
ring on
felt
my
bad
right?
about this.
Who is that?
Oh, that's on fire.
Fire.
Oh, right.
Hi.
Yeah, she
Christ.
also
You
was in
can't
the
say
explosion.
that.
Her hair got messed up.
Oh,
Oh,
I was
bad.
gonna crawl out of my fucking
You look
television.
great on fire.
That's
Don't
so
listen to
weird.
him.
Yeah, crawl out your fucking. What you fucking said?
That's
What
what I
is
mean.
I'm gonna go
Alright,
grab
continue.
I'm gonna grab a snack real quick. Give me a second.
Oh,
You and I.
You look great on fire.
you
Oh,
do.
thank
You
you.
look
Fire,
amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, new charge. A lot of people felt kind of like they're being illegal whenever they charged that for people because it was a really, really heavy charge for something that we all know did not make the same degree of impact that having a Colt 1911 or a tampered firearm Glock 19 does, right? So this is a new charge. You're not gonna ruin somebody's life for having this, and there you go. It's still hefty. They still got to go. It's enough of a fine to be like, why the hell did you not go get a weapons license or sorry, a hunting license? But yeah, simple, right?
Oh God, what I
What
miss?
if I'm feeling arseholey and I want to push?
I forgot I don't have any
possession of a
food in my
Class 1
place.
firearm
I didn't go
anyway?
shopping today because I woke up late.
It probably wouldn't hold up now.
Well, you
What's
can't
up, House?
anymore.
How you doing? Hope your night's going great. It's
Because
going
it's
really
no
good.
longer considered class 1, I think.
Oh,
If they
okay.
do anything illegal with the gun, though, you can still charge them for all of it.
I believe if you try to hold somebody up with a gun, with a hunting rifle, and they comply, then it is still technically aggravated petty.
Good.
Can I ask a
I had a-
question?
I would
had a fr-
argue
I-
it's not aggravated petty because they kind of deserve it for being dumb, but maybe they just don't know.
I
that
am
it's
not
got
afraid of a
smart trigger.
7.62 round. Shish.
Well, the thing is, it's got a smart trigger on it.
What's that gonna do? Kill me?
Well, no, the smart
The
trigger on the
opposite,
gun,
actually.
it has like a heat sensor detection. If you have like a human body.
What are
temperature, it's not
you
gonna-
saying?
That's what the
This-
state announcement
this is a
said
real
5 months
thing?
ago.
You're telling me
All
I have to
the
raise
different
money?
Yeah.
You can't
Hey, that's
shoot
what the
it.
state announcement
It-
said
it
like
has
4
a
months
this
ago.
smart
This is
trigger.
not wrong.
That is true.
It's what the state announcement said like all those months
Okay.
ago when we first got hunting
But what
rifles.
if you have a deer in heat, so they're as hot as a human?
What
Oh,
the hell?
Huh?
What the fuck?
Why do you
I don't
know
think
this?
that's
I'm
how. I
just
don't think that's how. I
saying.
don't think that's how that works.
Can I
Why
unhear
does-
I
this?
why
worked
is
as a
that
vet for a year.
why is the
okay?
deer
I worked
got a
as
gun?
vet for a year.
That's a good question.
Why does the
That's a
deer,
good
We should make sure deer don't have guns. Thank
the
you.
deers fight
Yeah.
back?
When deer
You
attack.
should have guns.
Oh
I'm
God.
just saying. if
Anyway.
had a
You should
deer in
DoorDash Panda. Ah, God, I do. I would love to DoorDash
So
food,
yeah, there's
but
that. So two
I
new
can't right now.
one defined charged, one new charge.
I cannot.
This will all be in an announcement. I kind of have chicken scratch on there. I'll clean it up a little bit. The next thing is some legislation got pushed. Where is legislation that got pushed? Looking.
I'm at a shelf.
Okay. The Food Safety Administration. What the Food Safety Administration is, basically we're gonna have health inspectors in
By the way, if
city
you guys are new,
that are
I'm gonna
gonna
be
make
enjoying your
sure
stay.
that
Hit the follow button.
food,
Love to see you all come back.
Is now on
I'm just
their,
chilling today. I have to move
rating
my
scale,
camera angle.
which
Do we
is
like
like a
where it's at?
reverse
Should I
sort
zoom it
of
out a little bit?
rating scale. It's not
Is it-
like
is
one
it
is
too
the
much,
best,
like,
it's
in my
100
face?
is the best. If they rate the food, it has to be 35 or higher. It has to be 35 or higher. And
The angle and zoom is good.
uh,
I got a big fucking lens on that camera. My poor camera. I don't know how the body's holding.
anything below that is going to be, let's see, what is the actual charge for this? Siobhan, do you know what?
I mean,
Siobhan actually wrote this up.
the
Siobhan,
full
can you tell us
camera.
what the punishment is for that? If
Not
they're not
bad.
over, if all the food's not over 35.
I think it's pretty good actually. I'm leaning back right now and I'm kind of in.
we were.
I have my
kind of
feet up right
building
now,
that
but
out, but hold on, they would
I don't know.
lose their right to their booth and the option.
I also shaved today, chat. I don't look like a homeless fuck anymore.
Here you go.
Oops.
But they have
Oh,
multiple.
not that one.
They
There we
at
go.
first they go through an assessment period. So like just because they like get a bad score the first time, they still have, they're given time.
How's your foot feeling, by the way? I've been on prednisone, and
the most important part of this is that ratings are required to be published in a publicly viewable.
it's really not
fucking reading is. So we all have transparency.
great. I
in the food
really
that we're
fucking
putting
hate
in our
prednisone,
bodies.
but it's helping.
What? Who's enforcing this?
So.
We're gonna be hiring food safety inspectors.
Oh, I thought you said we could. I would fly down there right now.
Yeah, that'd be great. I voted no against this. Full transparency. It's one of the main things people said they wanted from the PD liaison position. Full transparency, I voted no because 35% is not enough. Best is the standard. Okay, if I had it my way, it'd be 100% or bust.
Did On Fire need food?
We would be
So-
starving.
We,
I think On Fire
we
wanted
will
food.
be
Hold on.
raising it over time, but we just want to give the restaurants and you know restaurants typically don't last a year, so we're gonna try to do what we can to support them before shooting
Before it's
before
too
they've
late.
even
You
gotten
take
started.
it.
Yeah.
I absolutely will vote to raise this number whenever
Stop
we get
it.
the chance. So, nutrition is the key. Proper allocation for performance and broadcast production. Oh, this is good. This doesn't really relate directly to the PD,
Oh
but
man.
this
Yeah,
did
Sean, my
pass,
foot's feeling better.
but there's going to
They
be
got me on
some other
prednisone. I was
details
wearing a little
coming.
boot. You guys want to see the new boot that
Eventually,
they gave
the
me?
state is going to want to find a suitable property, one that's real big, and be able to rent it out to people for different events. So
This is the new boot I got.
State will own it.
It's a fucking
and
flipper.
we'll be able to lease out the property or whatnot. So
It
there might be
also
some more of
weighs
that
like
kind of
10
stuff coming.
pounds.
Right now it's
I don't know
one,
how
but
the
who
fuck I'm
knows?
supposed
Maybe
to walk
someday
in
it's
it,
gonna be
but
more.
yeah, they gave me a little boot
The city
this time.
really wants to
It's like
promote
a
people
shoe.
actually getting out and doing shit. Okay, instead of sitting in a damn 18-wheeler all day running crime. Okay, or sitting in their cop cars all day just ding 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 laundromat ding ding ding.
Which
cash
honestly I'm
exchange.
not against.
Aphrodite.
So when you mean rent out, do you mean that people would have to pay for it, or would it be like a community center where they just have to sign up for it?
It'll be
Thank
rented
you.
out.
Okay, so the money that they pay to rent it out, where does that money go?
State account.
Okay.
Yeah, so the entire so this is a
It's adorable.
high-level
It's a lot more
discussion
comfortable.
that I don't even
You
know
guys
if
wanna
this
see
is
what I
the
had
real
before?
answer,
Hold
but
on.
This is my
That's
presumption.
fine.
Hold on.
I presume that years ago, the state was just pumping money into the economy, and what was actually happening was
Mind
the
you, my
value of the
injury's on
dollar
my
was
big
going
toe,
down
Okay.
because there was
Big
so
toe
much
injury.
there's so
This
many bills
was
flying
what
around.
I was
right?
rocking
So people
before.
had a lot of money,
Whatever the
and
fuck you want
inflation
to call
just
this
span out of
thing.
control.
But
Now what they
so
want to do is they
uncomfortable.
want to make sure to not
I
pump
hated
it,
wearing this
or
thing.
pump
It's
as little
like-
money into the economy
it's not
as
bad, but
humanly possible,
it's
and
just
to
a
retain
big
the state
fucking
account
boot
at
for an
the,
injury that's
just to have it
on
be
my
all
toe.
a part of one ecosystem. So they're not just going to be sending money in from the reserves or whatever. That way, the value of the dollar goes down as little as possible over time. Naturally, you're going to have natural inflation, but anyway, this is a damn
On
economics
Fire is very
class. So, yeah,
different.
yeah.
Very different in
Okay,
comparison to a lot of people.
So pretty much the answer to everything is from the state account to the state account. If you don't know where the money is going.
What happened to your foot? Vito, I'll TLDR. I've been in and out of the doctors the last
week,
month and a half, and I haven't been streaming all that much.
I feel like I'm
I'm
forgetting
finally
something.
trying to come back a little bit. I'm trying to
Siobhan,
show
am
my
I
face.
forgetting anything that was past this week?
But
There wasn't a whole lot I know. Oh, helicopter, not hospital. Did I say that like 2 weeks ago? I said hospital instead of helicopter. Helicopters.
Sorry.
Air One.
I heard Air One, and
is
I
going to
immediately.
cost money. That is very high.
One?
$1.5 million.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
So
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
1.5 million.
Good luck, guys.
And there is
Y'all
one of
got
them
heli
available.
money?
There's 3
I
rentals.
barely
that
got
we
lunch
have
money.
right
What the
now. We
fuck?
can't
What
use any
about
of them.
heli money?
And apparently,
What we have?
the 2
Remember a
rentals
couple weeks
that
ago
we
you were
have,
waiting on results?
The rotors don't work.
They think
okay?
it's
They're just there
gout.
for show.
They
So we
think-
only have
hold
one,
on.
and it's going to cost 1.5 million.
They think
cock tease.
it's gout.
Yeah.
They want. I got a call today.
so
They want me
basically, we
back
don't
in
have
3
Air
weeks
One,
for a doctor's
for a
appointment.
long time.
So I think they want to check up on me and see how I'm doing
Um,
in 3 weeks. It hurts.
On the
bend my toe
good
up.
side of
Wow,
things,
that really hurts.
we got to push for doctor pay to go up, so doctors now make $1,000 an hour, so we
Oh
don't
my
have to hear
God.
about doctors complaining all the time anymore, which is good.
Woo!
Dr. Canner went out and yeah, so we're
Hope it
gonna have
works out.
some on
Thank you. I
duty,
appreciate
and
it.
that's gonna help.
Yeah,
for
betting my
whenever we get
toe
the
up
sheriff's
hurts.
office open as well, so we'll have some up north.
I don't know if it's from the
Dr.
arthritis
Canner went
or.
and she spoke. She
But
spoke
I've
up
been changing
about
my diet up. I had a flare
Dr.
up. I went to the
Faye,
ER
and
on the
she was
weekend.
willing to work with the mayor, and they had a good
Yesterday, I had my
discussion,
doctor's
and I
appointment,
went out to my hat in the
and
ring
they kind of want me on a follow-up basis
to
now.
help push it in the right direction.
I'm waiting to get
so that
to
we're supporting our
a
hospital system. 'Cause
specific
we need them
doctor
to do our
in
jobs.
June.
You know,
Hold on.
it's all we're all part of one system. No
I'm
matter
waiting
what
to get
anybody
into
thinks,
the
that's just the
specific
truth, okay?
doctor in June
So,
to.
that's why I'm so supportive of them. And
it'll come to me.
yeah, that's it.
It'll come to me.
I think we're good. I think that's all I
Well,
got.
the mime legislation was also published.
What the fuck is that?
Oh right, that's
The
the other thing.
anti-mime act.
Oh,
of
sorry.
Yeah, so
I couldn't remember what I was
officially,
saying.
moms
I
are
lost my train of
basically
thought. I was listening to Cornwood. I can't walk and chew
I
gum.
never thought they were people anyway.
God damn. Shannon, do you wanna?
But
get on this for us?
a specific doctor in
I just
June,
read it
I'm
from there.
hoping to get
Anyways,
prescribed for
mimes
gout medication
are
that I will take
second-class
long term.
citizens. A mime is someone who
That's
gesticulates,
if
does not
the
communicate
the,
verbally,
the
fully
ruling on
address
gout
any
is
traditional mime
correct.
and are easily recognizable as such by a
So.
reasonable person. Mimes must register as such to the judge or clerk to be known in their MDT profile. It is illegal under the penal code with forced registration as such by law enforcement officers upon arrest. You
Wait,
arrest them, you
okay.
must enforce them. But
Define
you must register them. Note it in their MDT
define
profile.
define second class.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Less than human.
So I can shoot him.
Like a dog?
I mean, right? Dogs are like not here. Would you shoot the dogs?
Would I shoot a dog? That's an interview question. Am I being interviewed?
Shoot the
I
dog
said
twice.
yes.
Don't shoot the dog unless
Would I
the
shoot a
dog
mime?
has
Yes.
a Glock.
Has a Glock 19.
Okay, what if I'm
The
I'm
Glockatron,
looking
the Glock-
okay,
the dog
so
with
I
the
can't
Glockatron.
just shoot mimes
The
on sight, is what
Dogatron.
you're saying. Siobhan's very quiet.
Do we need a hunting license for that?
Wait, but
You
it's
need a
not
hunting
like
license for
just
mimes?
people who
Not
don't
according to
speak.
animal cruelty.
Like, mute people are
So,
safe,
'cause
right?
If so, what if I'm really far away and I'm feeling silly and I see someone wearing black and white far away and they're waving their hands and not talking and I dome the cunt?
I think you've lost your job. Thing.
Qualified immunity.
Our uniforms are very black and white from far away. Be careful, eh?
Oh wait, actually, that's good.
Hey, not everything's black and wait. No, I can't make that.
We
I don't
are
think I can make that.
mine.
Oh no!
Uh,
I don't want to be a mime.
On fires in black and white.
Oh my god, get her!
She
on
hasn't
fire
talked for 5
speaks.
minutes.
Oh no!
Oh no,
fire.
she's
Leave her
she's
fire alone.
she's
I appreciate you
gesticulating
asking
and she's
though,
quiet.
Alex.
Oh no!
Leave
Oh,
her
we're good.
alone.
She talked. She talked.
I'm hoping it all
Alright,
works
she's
out.
good.
It's
She's
been.
I'm confirmed.
I don't think I'll ever
Yeah,
recover
question
from
is-
the month I had to take
Yeah,
away.
so let me get this
It,
straight.
it was a lot.
You want us in our all black uniforms to go out and hunt second class citizens that have been determined by the government.
I forget they have to register. They have to
We
register.
don't have to.
Yeah, and they gotta register.
They need to be
I
registered.
feel like
Well,
Wow! That makes
Oh,
it better.
Let me just clarify.
So when you put it that way,
we're going down a dangerous
Oh,
path.
I might
it's a
be
lot
blind,
easier
but
to
the optics are
explain,
not
so
good
yeah, I
here.
think that was helpful. Thank you, Fritz. Appreciate
I'm
that.
a neoliberal. I
Hey,
believe
when we
in
getting
boycott,
when we getting the
what can I
skulls?
say?
God damn it, dude.
Yikes. But they have to be wearing the outfit too, right?
Fritz, your delivery of that might be my favorite thing ever.
Yeah,
Why is it so easier to fucking shoot?
I love you,
Oh.
Fritz.
Because I get
We're
shot
gonna
at
hit
every
you.
day.
Shit.
I get shot at every
Every
day,
day.
and I never get to shoot first.
Yeah, we never get.
Oh,
well, see,
yeah.
that's my rule. My rule is always shoot last. You shoot last.
It's
because
always
you're
we're
dead.
getting shot at 78. It's not I'm busted.
It's not. Hey,
I mean,
get ready, y'all.
Awesome.
78. I'm shooting.
It's
Yo,
always
fuck
we.
this
It's always level of force. It can't just be like guns on laps. I'm doming a mine.
Mid pursuit, if
What a
you drive
fucking
across the
sentence.
mime, are you supposed to stop and like take care of the problem and move on?
That's a good
Okay.
question.
Y'all.
Well, I'm just trying to understand this.
Well, it's
No,
a tough one. If you can articulate they're not talking because they're a mime and not because you ran them over, then you're probably okay.
Okay, but it has
Well,
to be
if you
they're
run
in the
them, if you
outfits,
run them
right? We're
over,
not just gonna
they're
go
black and
after
white and
you
red,
people.
so you
Yeah,
can't shoot them there.
Oh, oh
Can
no.
we stop playing What If, please?
I'm sure nobody will be profiled.
I'm sure.
No, no.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you're killing me.
Wait, so didn't this also happen with the Dans? Weren't they also considered second-class citizens?
No, I think they were.
No,
No, it was kind of like that, except they were.
You always take care of the
considered
problem with the
like-
old-fashioned double tap.
Like first-class citizens, like they were above everybody.
got
were
the clip
from
automatically
yesterday?
in the DOC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're automatically government employees.
They're DOC.
So we've got 3 kinds of citizens: the Dans,
Oh God, hold
first class, and second class.
The Dan Act didn't pass.
System now?
on. Oh God, I just punched my mic. Sorry.
Can I just say that quote of "guns on laps"? I'm shooting a
No,
mime. It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's so good.
Guys, don't shoot mimes on site. They've got rights? Question mark.
I don't think they do.
Unclear.
Like you just
Yeah,
say-
don't shoot them.
my
It's
God.
unclear.
I don't know if someone in chat has
Shit,
the
I was
clip
gonna make a
from
joke that nobody
yesterday
knows.
when I
Instruction
domed
unclear,
somebody,
open
but that
fire.
was fun.
Kind of.
Anyway, okay.
Good luck with the segue.
Okay, he's
Vote
not
for
that
me for
big.
sheriff.
He's not... Hell yeah!
Woo!
The sheriff's vote has begun. The election is full swing. I mean, obviously, I'm still out there campaigning, but I wanted to make sure to come out here and obviously, I'm not gonna leave y'all stranded. We had a big meeting today, and some of the information, so I want to share that with y'all. And also, I love seeing y'all's lovely faces at the beginning of every shift, so that's always great too. If y'all need me with anything, then just give me a call. I'll be around probably a little bit longer before I head on over to bed. And yeah, vote Corn for sheriff.
Woo! Good shit.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yay.
Anybody else have anything?
Oh shit! One more thing. There's going to be a sheriff's debate.
I
Yeah, we're gonna.
announced that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot.
No, you weren't here.
Great work, sir.
Sorry. Maybe I was being an
I
idiot.
I have a question.
No, you weren't
Is
here.
the
You
sheriff
weren't here.
debate-
No, you're good.
Is the sheriff
right,
debate
yeah,
for
I
the
have a
one
thing.
tomorrow?
I like the meetings, and we don't have shift 2 meetings.
Yeah, that's the
I
sheriff.
did it
1
once.
hour
Okay.
after the next
We do on
storm.
Tuesdays, so I
So
wasn't-
12
Wait,
hours
no
from
one
now.
told me. It was great. I went with Duncan on Mother's Day.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It was like a mother
Alright.
me.
Yeah, so hey, show up and
Fine, baby.
ask good questions and ask me those questions beforehand so I'll have an answer ready.
Drinking an apricot flavored Red Bull. Can't decide if I like it or not. I do not drink energy
No,
drinks.
hell, I can answer any question.
I
else
do not
somebody already
drink anything with sugar in it. I have
All
had
right,
the
well, I'm getting the
apricot
fuck
Red
out of
Bull.
here unless anyone's any more rambling.
Fucking
knows. Alrighty, y'all.
delicious.
What time are those?
I liked it. It was so different from anything I've ever had.
I believe.
That was the only one I had. It was when I was
Maybe
driving
9
to
years.
Pledge
Austin
allegiance
Siobhan, I
to
had
the
a
flag
question.
of
I
the
can't do
United
this week,
States
but I'll
of
try to
America.
make them in the future.
and to the republic for
I'm
which
trying
it
to do it
stands,
tomorrow.
One nation.
Under God,
Under God.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas
Honor the
flag.
Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Alrighty.
Amen.
Good shit, y'all.
First try this
Amen.
time. Good shit.
Yeah, shit, I had like 2 nights in a row where I said
I
the
know
wrong
your
flag.
KD on Texas flag pledge is scaring me.
Yeah, that was rough. I don't know what was going on last 2
It's all good. It's all good. These things happen.
Hey, retweet me.
Got you. Yo, what's up, Liz? How you doing? Hope your day's going well. What up?
Do you wanna finish chatting?
Yeah, we could. Do you want to go out and drive, or do you just want to hang out here for a sec?
We can probably hang out here for a sec because I feel like
Yeah, we'll go in here.
if I get out there, then I'm just gonna chase something and then we won't be able to talk.
Yeah, you'll never make it to bed.
What was I gonna say? Where was?
I think he's checking security or dash cams.
Okay. That was actually probably the best meeting I've been to. That was fucking hilarious.
I know.
Really-
I mean, hey, listen.
Some really skirting the lines of some things, but it was just funny.
You know what? I laughed. I won't even lie. I laughed.
Yeah, it was good. It was Jesus Christ. Some of it was. Anyway,
Where was I even at? We were talking about.
You're talking about how you don't see yourself getting the popular vote, and you were talking about, you know, all the things that you would like to see.
Right.
And I made the point. I said, you know, the morale of the 4 hours it is sometimes to deal with a hot gun shows the lack of consistency, and that was kind of where we.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that I don't want to say it's isolated, but it happens more often than not, and I think that comes down to without knowing
I'm sorry,
like
Liz.
the ins and outs of everything that happened there. It'll just come down to inconsistency.
I do
and
hope
that
the
you
night
need
at least
somebody
continues to get better.
setting that example from the top down. Doesn't necessarily have to be chief of police or the sheriff, right? It needs to be somebody who instills that kind of level of standard, who's at a high enough rank, who's both in patrol and around the kind of the back end of things, right? I think a very good example of that would have been back in the day would have been Stubble.
I love
Right.
Stubble. He knew his shit top down.
He knew his shit. He held a standard. He, you know, there was, you know, you could get away with some, you know, fucking around, enjoying yourself, but you had to do your shit.
Do drink far too much cola
And there was
though.
no inconsistencies of like,
You know what I started getting?
3 hours to figure out if you're pushing a charge or not on somebody, but then on other people just pushing it and, you know, going about your day, right? There wasn't very rarely was there any of that. I think that's what the PD as a whole is missing, right? And maybe, you know, if you ask these hard questions, I don't think that's going to get fixed.
I
with
started
the
getting
sheriff's
this stuff.
department. Like, I don't think
Really good.
somebody
really
else
good.
needs to step up.
Poppy
because I
root
don't
beer
see
is a
Cornwood doing
probiotic
that.
or prebiotic,
for
but it's
instance, right,
so
I
much
don't
lower in
think Cornwood
sugar.
would be a bad sheriff.
So much.
I want to say that straight up. I think I would compare Cornwood to a lot like Pred used to be.
I
And
agree.
I think Pred's closer to. They're different, right? I think Pred probably could do patrol a bit better.
Can I argue something though?
go for it,
I don't mean to argue to like fight back. I'm just saying I would go on a limb and say that Pred was one of the best sheriffs we had.
Oh yeah, easily. I completely agree. He could rally the entire PD, regardless of what department it was, behind him to do something on patrol, and then he had his entire department behind him, backing him all the way. Right? I could see Cornwood kind of getting that, not in the same way. I don't think he can rally the morale the same way, but I kind of look at him as a figurehead more than
That's fair.
somebody who's going to be a very good patrol cop and a very good behind the scenes cop, but I see him as a good figurehead. I see him as a good leader in that sense. And I, you know, it'll be up to him who he puts to really shape his department after the fact, right? Who is under sheriff
Yeah.
would be, who is whatever else is, you know, they're going to have under that. That's kind of my concern with Cornwood, is what he's going to build underneath himself, because he has the possibilities of building something very strong, like Pred did. You had Rhodes as an undersheriff, you had Anita, you had Stubble, you had Jenny, you had a lot of people in the old PBSO that were
The
made
thing
that entire thing rock solid.
I was gonna say, the foundation for Pred is what I think held the PD so strong. Is that Pred himself was one thing, but when you look at everything below Pred that kept the structure from tipping over, really, like, the real backbone.
It was the only reason it didn't.
Yeah.
It was really, it was and that's why I give Pred like the praise of the morale and the leading, but in terms of running his department, he had nothing to do with that. You know,
he didn't.
Now, I was gonna leap back to something else.
All these fresh pizzas, are they good? Actually, I don't know why
Sorry,
I'm asking.
I'm after losing
No,
my
you're
train
good.
of thought or where I was going.
Take your time, brother. You're good. I've seen the Aldi fresh pizzas. What kind of fresh
I guess
pizzas do they have?
my angle, I'll go back to what my angle is, right? And to be completely transparent, like I said before, I don't think in the current state the way this is going to be run, I don't think I'm going to win. My idea with it, and I'm not going to, I probably won't even get up on the podium and say that I'm running for it. What I want to do is use this as an opportunity to get my name known, right? Because
they
the
do
way I
any-
look at like Bones and Cornwood is, yes, they've done a lot of community policing, and they're like a name that's in the back of your head all the time, right? You think of somebody, you think of a cop, they're in like the first like list of officers you think about, right? And that's what
Do
I
any
kind
of
of
the
use this as an
Aldi pizzas
opportunity to do.
not have
is I want to get my name in the
tomato
back
sauce?
of people's heads when they have
I know it's a weird
concerns
question to ask,
or
but I just found out I can't have tomatoes
see
with
issues
gout.
with the police department and feel like
If not,
they
it's
can't
all
bring them
good.
up, that they know that there's somebody else like myself that sees them and wants to help and fix them. The problems with the morale, and that will always have the ceiling so low. I mean, like we're even just said there, right? We're not going to get Air 1 for a very long time, right? And that's a morale kicker for a lot of people.
Sure.
But what kicks the morale even further down,
Kind of torturous, yeah.
is your day-to-day.
I think pizza sauce probably wouldn't be good. I'm supposed to avoid
shift
tomatoes,
problems.
and at least while I'm dealing with the pain right now, I don't know if
just to
I
list a
want
few.
to.
Is you
No.
probably now have you knew about the shift 3 on the island thing from back in the day, right?
Shift 3 on the
Where shift
island,
3
like the
shift 3 was like looked as like separate to shift 1 and shift 2.
Yeah, it was the. I mean, you want me to be honest? That's why I moved to shift 3. And when I got sergeant in the Rangers, I went up to the podium, and everyone's like, "Oh, Flop, you got the big promotion." And my speech was literally, "I don't want anyone to view me differently. I don't want anyone to view me as a sergeant. I want you to know that I am a sergeant, but I want you to be open and understanding that I still want to be Flop in your eyes, and my goal and entire mission is to be the bridge between other shifts."
Yeah.
And that's what I did. That's literally that was my entire motive. Shift 3 did their own thing, and when things came push to shove at the meetings, I would step up, look at the entire room, and I would say, "Okay, this is what happened during the meeting, and this is what Shift 3 needs to be made aware of." And I would start rattling things off. I would make lists, and people loved it. I got so many people that thanked me for letting Shift 3 not drown.
Yeah. And that's kind of where shift 1 is sitting now.
No.
Instead of there being, shift 1 and shift 2 kind of closer together, and then shift 3 being on the island.
Way.
You could even argue now that each shift is on its own island, which is a problem.
Oh, this is a frozen
I feel
pizza.
like
This
if I
actually
go
doesn't
into
sound like a
shift
bad
3,
pizza,
I
though.
get a completely different experience, and then I hear different thought processes on what shift 3 officers think about shift 1 officers and shift 2 officers. I go into shift 1, I get the same thing. I go into shift 2, I get the same thing. I get a variation of standards across all 3 shifts, which is quite worrying. Like you said, fucking.
I love
dealing with
Aldi. I think
something for 3
I need to go to
hours
Aldi
like that, right?
tomorrow.
Obviously, we don't know the details. There could be good reasons as to why.
They look pretty
but
good.
It's not the first time I've seen it, right? So in my eyes, that's quite a big problem. Having such separation, in just how officers in shift 2 view other officers from different shifts coming into their shift, and like having kind of like a jaded or kind of negative opinion on how they're going to run things. It's kind of bad. It's bad in my opinion. I don't like it. There needs to be a close to standardized standard, if you will, across the board.
I think the word that you're looking for is avoiding a click. And I don't blame you.
I don't necessarily think it's a click. I just think it's I think a shift as a whole is too big to be a click, right? But if we're in a stage now, right, where I don't know, do you agree where like the 3 shifts are kind of in their own thing?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. In fact, after my situation when I got dapped and I saw the way that Command handled it, I immediately told myself, I said I would never step foot back in shift 2. Obviously,
there you go.
Granted, that is purely off the idea that I felt like as a shift 3 officer, it felt like, based on the fact that the other shift 2 officer who admitted fault did not receive any punishment for stuff he admitted to being wrong. And the way that I unfortunately have to view it, and this isn't me like trying to find the bad in it, but how does it sound that, shift 2 cop doesn't receive punishment
what Shift 3 Cop does.
But Shift 3 Cop does when
Yeah.
they both admitted fault on both sides.
No, the optics of it is terrible.
Mhm.
I mean, just be straight up with it. The optics is bad in that sense. Obviously, I'm working off of. I don't know the details of it, but
It really doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. No,
yeah.
but it doesn't look good, and it shouldn't be to a point where you feel like you don't want to deal with that command member anymore and be in that shift. That's a massive problem.
Mhm.
And then what we're going to do in a week and a half time is we're going to take those 3 problems of the shift, and then we're going to add 2 departments, and then we're going to make it even worse. So that's like I would have liked in the grand scheme of
If
things.
your foundation's a pile of shit, putting a piece of wood on top of it doesn't get rid of the shit. It just smears it.
Exactly. But I would have liked to address that issue, because it is a clear issue, before introducing 2 more with 2 departments. Because I think it's going to get worse before it gets better, which is, it's sad.
It's
in a
sad, and
sense.
it's a phrase I've heard quite a bit.
Yeah. Now, in saying that, my goal is, I'm kind of putting my hat in the ring, not for essentially sheriff, but to be there as somebody who can essentially build a department, and help build it like Stubble did, right? He was a sheriff not for a very long
Dude,
period of time,
McQuillan
but you
really
could
is
argue
our
he ran
Stubble.
PBSO like clockwork for a very long time before he was a higher rank, right? That's
Mhm.
kind of something I want to do, in the medium to short term. The long term is different, but in medium short term, what's going to happen is there is 1 new department being made. There's a
I love
sheriff's department.
McQuillan.
In reality, there's 2 new departments being made, because when that sheriff department gets made, what do you think is going to happen to the LSPD?
People are going to see something new in Jump Ship.
The LSPD is going to get completely gutted, right?
I don't think they're going to
You're
let
gonna
that
have-
happen, though.
I see it being a complete shit show, right? Because 1 or 2 things, like a few things are going to happen, right? Either LSPD allows transfers, right? And there is a open, collaborative relationship between the 2 departments, and it's looked at as 1 big unified police department.
I don't know if I've ever had
And in the
Schnitzel.
first, couple weeks, transfers aren't looked at in a bad light, right? That's option 1. That's a good option. Option 2 is maybe Barrick and Ruby don't like that, don't want people leaving the LSPD and leaving them, high and dry, and they say you can't do that, no transfers. Then they get fired, then they quit, and then they get rehired. There's nothing to stop them from that, because the sheriff's department will be looking for officers or for deputies, right? They're not going to say no to free deputies coming over. They're not, they're not held by anything to do that.
Cornwood talks about a very slow roll, and I don't know what Bones' mindset is. I think he wants more of a skeleton crew to start off, but McQuillan, I'm about to say something that is gonna be an ego boost from here till the next fucking century for you, but I see you out of literally anybody we have in the police department. I specifically see you as our next Stubble. I see you as the person who could and would take Stubble's place and do it correctly. But and I mean, honestly, I don't have word and word bond and knowledge to go to Cornwood and just say, hey, huge vouch, but if he does get elected, I would hope to God he would consider putting you in that position to help out, because I think you have a good head on your shoulders, and I think the fact that you're running in the race, knowing that you don't have the best shot on the popular vote, but still putting your foot down and showing the interest, while it may not mean a lot this second, will mean a lot moving down the road. Because when the hard conversation happens with whoever's going to be sheriff, it's going to be, well, you know what? Shit, he did put his time in. He did put his efforts into the race. He wants this. And I'll be honest, I consider putting my name in the hat too. The reason I didn't, though, was because my vision is to build something for wildlife conservation, which is that is like my dream with the PD. If I were to drop dead, if I were to get shot in the field, if I were to get fired, I'd like to know that the vision of not the Rangers, because I don't think we'll ever see a department for the Rangers again.